Hello, everybody. Welcome to Brown Sugar Confessions with your host and hostesses, Doc Val, your resident sexologist, Treese, Miss T, and KD, as we bring you the latest and greatest on sex, relationships, hot topics, and basically anything we can think of. So welcome to tonight's show, everybody. So let's get into it as we bring up these gorgeous hosts. Treese, what's up with you, beautiful?
I am hanging out, just living life, packing. I've reorganized my suitcase 4 times.
Oh, she's ready.
I was like, packing?
She's
yes. I'm ready. I have the garters. I have the outfits together. I've consolidated my shoes into 3 look departments. I'm ready to go.
You ready, girl?
Treese is the Virgo that we all need in our life. When they say Virgos are organized, that is a living organization like module right here on the show.
That is so true. I am not even close to being ready. So guys, if you don't know, y'all going to catch us in Jamaica in a few months, and it's going to be hot. We're going to be hot. We're going to be streaming there. You guys want to make sure that you are logged on to that show that night, because it's going to be wild. And speaking of wild, we got KD. What's up with you, love?
So, why are you looking at me saying wild? I'm telling people my business.
Because you are wild.
Hi, everybody. Well, things are going great. Just living a life, living a dream, getting ready as well for this wonderful voyage that we plan on taking. I am not packed. I probably won't be packed because I'm the literal opposite of Miss Treese down there. Like, I will probably be packed 3 days before. So just know when you see my suitcase and it's kind of just disheveled and everything. That's why, because I packed probably the night before and maybe started a couple of days before. And yeah, that's kind of how things work here. But yeah, I'm very good. Otherwise, I'm very good. How are you?
Girl, I'm living the life, doing the most. Hubby got back in town. Life is good. I'm a happy camper. I actually am sleeping because he's home. I cannot sleep when my partner travels. Can y'all sleep when y'all partners travel, or just me?
Wild. I sleep wild.
I don't sleep. Oh, I hear every noise. The house creaks and cracks, and I'm like, I be hearing footsteps. I'm like, please come home so I can cuddle and sleep. Oh, I know, and I'm such a little punk when it comes to that.
Yeah, I have no choice. I have no choice.
Well, I mean, compared to the rest of y'all, I sleep great at night, but I also don't have a partner. So,
and we're gonna find your partner.
Huh?
We're gonna find your partner. You know we're gonna do a dating show.
Yeah, that don't mean I'm gonna be on it. I'll host it.
Yeah, and you're gonna be on it. You're gonna be our first test case for the dating show. So we're going to find you a dating partner. Don't you worry.
Man,
you're going to be our first.
I think I'm too much of a free bird. I've been single for too long, and I'm okay with that at this point.
It's time now. Aren't you ready?
No,
you're loving the single life.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy it when a woman owns that. Wants to be single, don't want to have kids. I don't know why we in society pressure women. Let us just be. Not everyone wants to.
I want to be free.
Not everyone should be, right? So go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's me right now. It's free bird flying away. You see that?
Just living the best.
It's gone. But I do have a question for you guys.
Yes, love. We're ready.
So, have you ever heard of this show called Sex Put Me in the ER?
Yes.
You have heard of it? Okay.
Yeah, I heard it. Yes.
Okay. So last weekend, I had went to go visit my mom. And I was on the couch and trying to go to sleep, and I saw the show, and I'm like, okay, this looks interesting, because I don't have cable or satellite, so I didn't even know the show existed until now. So I'm watching the show, and here is the scenario. This guy and a girl, they're doing their thing. Guy passes out in the middle of the deed, right?
Mm-hmm.
and girls trying to wake him up. Bam, bam, hitting on his chest, trying to wake him up. Cause like, trying to shake him, wasn't waking up. Push him around, wasn't waking up. Slap him around, wasn't waking up. So she starts punching him on his chest. He wakes up. And this happens like 2 or 3 times. So at this point, she's like, nah, we're going to the hospital. So they get to the hospital, put the guy on the bed. And the head nurse at the time, he's like in his upper years. He'd been like a head nurse since he was like in the 70s or something like that. But he's been there for a while. So, he's seen a lot of weird stuff.
Right.
So he's talking to him. He's like, okay, well, your blood test showed up. You don't have any drugs in your system. Your MRI or whatever scan they took looks okay. So he asked, what were they doing, when this happened? So the girlfriend says, we were doing this, and he passed out. So he asked the guy, has this happened before? And he goes, well, I've passed out during sex a couple times, but I thought it was just because I was really tired. I was doing my thing.
Right.
All right, fine. And the guy's like, the head nurse is like, well, I don't see anything wrong with you, but clearly something's wrong if you're here. So I'm going to go talk to my doctor and have them take a look. So he finds the doctor in the lunchroom. He's giving the doctor the rundown. They hear screaming in the back because, they're in the ER.
Right.
They run back out there. Girlfriend is like, it's happening again. It's happening again. Guy's sitting on the bed like this.
Passed
but not
out.
only is he knocked out, he's also naked.
Oh.
So he's naked and he's also standing at attention. So now everybody's like, why is he naked and why is he at attention? So she was like, well, we were kind of by ourselves and, they had closed a little area off. And they were like, well, we figured we could I could give him a treat while you were going to get the doctor. And the doctor's here in the background watching everything. So she was the one who asked, it was like, do you always get lightheaded or whatnot whenever you're at attention? And he was like, yeah. So she's like, I think I know what's wrong with you. He has an arrhythmia in his heart because not only when he's at attention, he's also very big. So when he grows at attention, all the blood goes from the rest of his body to his eggplant.
Oh.
And he faints.
Wow.
When it happens.
Wow.
It literally screws up his heart every time he gets a hard on.
It was that thick.
Yeah. It was that big. So they're like, yeah,
Wow.
we're going to have to put a defibrillator in your heart.
Because
he has an arrhythmia
Wow.
every time he stands at attention. And that's why he kept fainting every time he had sex.
Oh my goodness.
So Radioland, lesson learned. If you swinging down there, if you dragging that front wagon, you might want to check with your doctor to make sure you don't have an arrhythmia. And if you do have an arrhythmia, please email us at brownsugarconfessions.com and tell us your story because we know you got stories.
We know you got stories. Did y'all see there's a movie out, and it's something about size matters, and it's men that have big eggplants. Did you guys see that movie?
No.
I'm going to have to put the link in. There's a movie out now.
What's it on?
And so, it's on one of those streaming platforms. I forget the name of it. My son-in-law put on our TV. I have to find the actual link for it.
Oh, wait, the Virgo's in action. She's about to tell us.
And these guys are so thick.
Oh, no.
And so long. Like the one guy, he was in the gym working out, and his buddy in the gym was videotaping him in the gym working out because it was not hanging out of his pants, but it was like, looked like a little small bat was down there just hanging. And his friends videotaped it and then showed it to everybody in this little town in the UK. And he was mortified because he could not get a woman to go out with him. Now he's about, I think it was like 11 or 12 inches. And he was very like a soda can round. He was a thick one.
I'm sorry.
Everyone's looking like soda can.
Whoa.
He was thick.
Soda can.
He was
First of all,
can.
He was he was round.
My number
Yes.
is
And speaking of numbers, right? There was then this lady comes on, Treese, and she's like, she says, I'm a size queen. So then she goes around I think it was shot in the UK. And she goes all around trying to find the biggest one she can get. So she hooked up with this one and that one, videotapes herself with these men because that's what her thing is. She has not found a big one yet that she's not willing to try.
Oh no.
It's a whole movie. It's quite fascinating. And let me tell y'all something. Race does not matter when it comes to size matter, because there was some white, there were black, there was a Hispanic. They had this like nationally covered in the UK, like, the UK is a metropolitan, country. So they brought on guys from all over in the UK, different races that were packing some weight. I was like, oh my, oh goodness.
Do you remember when we talked a while back about the guys that have the biggest eggplants and one of them was from Mexico? I wonder if he's on that show.
I don't know. He could have been. There were some thick donkeys out there walking around in that show.
Donkeys? Wow.
Some donkeys.
When are we going to?
I want no parts of that. Mm-mm.
You don't have to have parts in it. Can we just stare at them?
Okay, we can stare, but I am not partaking in that.
I may want a mushroom tip to the head. I'm not sure though.
Okay. You bold. We're going. I just want to watch
That
you
went a
mushroom
whole-
shape it to the
I want to
head.
wash that out of my mouth.
Yes, that's. And this guy's walking down the street with his jeans on, like it's almost down to his knees. And then you can that you can buy, guys, if you're packing weight, there are apparently not jock straps, but underwear with deeper pockets for men that have extra weight. Did you guys know that? Yes.
Pocket for your.
There's a pocket underwear for men that have extra junk in their trunk.
There's extra trunk for the junk.
There's a larger trunk size for them for their underwear. I was like, size does matter when you're. Yes. So they have underwear. Not only do they have condoms for you guys that need it, apparently they also have underwear with deeper pockets for you guys so that you could be comfortable and you're not made. And the guys a lot of them though, were so traumatized because they can't get a girl to sleep with them. Mm-hmm. Except this one girl in the UK that was once the size queen, right? They can't get a girl to sleep with them. They're lonely. They're depressed. None of them had good stories. They were all like so sad. I was like, y'all need to come across the pond because American women might be able to help you out with some of that. I'm not trying to get funny.
We just wilding for no reason. Just ages of chaos.
I know, right?
Just yell America. That's all you got to do.
America.
So,
call it the wild, man. Call it the wild.
So guys, we got your underwear for you. I'm going to try to find the link for you. What do you call them? Eggplant holders. If you need extra pockets, deeper pockets for your junk. I don't like to call it junk. For your massive eggplants. That's
for your manhood.
For your manhood. If you need a deeper pocket for your manhood, we're going to have this link up for you so you can order yourself some deeper pocket underwear.
I'm wondering, what does that look like though? Is it like regular tighty whitey? Is it like a thong and it's just got a longer?
No, the guy was wearing them. He had them on, and honestly, it was a bigger pocket. If you ever seen a guy's briefs, right? It was just like it was like a jockstrap looking thing. It was like not molded, but it was a thicker pocket. I don't know how to describe it, but it was
when you say deeper pocket, do you mean like a extra pocket, like you can stick it into the pocket, or is it just like a bigger cup in the front?
Is it round or does it go down? Like, is there tape because you gotta put it against the leg, or do they like curl it up somehow?
Y'all,
Why are
I
we
didn't-
Like a
why are we
whole
curling this up like a
no,
fruit
I
roll
don't
up?
know.
I don't know
No,
how guys
you
like
put
put
it
their
into a
thing in to
holster,
make it
so it's like
comfortable.
you have to like whip it out. Like, yeah, we got questions.
I don't know. I didn't see it up close. It was a movie. It was just a bigger, they put their stuff in it, and this looked like it had extra fabric like hanging so that you could put it in. Trees, you the daggone designer. You know what I'm trying to say, right?
No, I
There was
know.
like a deeper
Yeah,
pocket.
it was a deeper pocket for them to comfortably lay and have it supported. And like
Yes,
a slide
it was-
in, like a tube.
It's
No, it's not like a tube. What? Okay, so
Like a
essentially,
tube.
what she's saying, the pocket
I
is
need a
it's
drawing.
it's a bigger what would be considered a bigger piece of fabric, but it's not just fabric. There probably would be some kind of support there because you do have to think about the weight. So it would go in like this instead of down
Mm-hmm.
like a normal. It would go like that. So it kind of
Do you get it?
curves. Yeah, and it
Yeah,
still
it's-
sits in there.
Yeah.
Also,
It
it's
just
like
gives them
nestled.
extra support.
Yeah,
like a
like
little
baby
nest.
birds.
Yeah, like a little baby eggplant.
Yeah.
Yes,
Just
it
kind of
gives them-
hanging low.
It gives them extra support, and it made
Planning
them
a
feel
blanket.
better because at least it wasn't hanging down their legs.
Yeah, because that's what I'm
And-
thinking. I'm like, how you walking? Because that thing don't
Because
bend like your knee. You ain't got no
They
joints in your
were
eggplant.
walking like it was hanging down. Like the one guy had on a pair of jeans, and I was like, dude, everyone's just staring. Poor guy. He's like, I'm so embarrassed to even walk outside because all people do is stare and point and heckle me, and I'm so lonely. And
Aw.
I don't have anybody.
I'm
I
gonna be like, at
know
that
it,
point,
right?
honestly, I feel like don't wear pants, just wear a long skirt. Like I
Go
feel
to
like guys
Scotland.
should be
Cold.
okay with wearing skirts or at least
Go
the
to
longer ones.
Scotland.
Yeah, some kilts,
And
something.
can we please go to Scotland? Because I need to find a Jamie in my life. Hello, Outlander. I'm
Not a
just
Jamie.
saying. I need a Jamie. I need a Jamie to call me a Sassenach, whatever the heck he calls
A
me.
what?
Sassenach. A Sassenach.
A
Sassenach,
sass-
yes.
a
That's what he calls, because she's British, so he calls her a Sassenach, which I guess is a word for
a
British
Sassenach?
woman, person. I don't know.
How
Yeah.
do you spell
That's what he
that?
calls her.
Never heard it before.
SAS. It's S-A-S-A.
S-A, double S?
Double S-A-N-E-C-K. Sassenach.
Something like that. I don't know. We ain't over there, but
Oh, like
I wanna
sassy
go to
neck.
Scotland.
But all
But take out the Y and add a A.
See, we Americans, we so extra. Take out.
Wordplay is fun.
But anyway, we need to go to Scotland. I agree. I think all men, if you're a eggplant holder, you should wear a skirt. I'm just saying, just free yourself.
Easy access.
Easy. And yes, and let it just be free and natural, you know?
Hey man,
And-
at one point in your life, you got a free ball at some time.
Yes.
Look, 2022, I started going without bras. I work out without them. I go to work without.
Do you?
I refuse to wear one.
I like that. And you know what? You went into the perfect segue because I have the absolute best question for you guys. This is something that came across my desk. So I want you guys to answer the question, what would you do in case of your partner and you go to the gym and you guys work out? He's a big person and he gets very sweaty in the gym. And he likes to make out after he's done working out in the gym, not taking a shower. That is when he's the most excited and wants to have sex immediately post workout. She wrote that she's absolutely roast by it and doesn't know how to tell him that it's absolutely funky and she wants him to shower. And she has taken it for the team for many, many sessions and says that she cannot do it anymore and is asking for help. So I want to know, KD, what would you do, girlfriend, if he came up from the gym, hot, sweaty, musty, and he, baby, I don't want to take a shower. I just want you raw right now. Let's just go for it. What would you do? Raw.
All right, so I have answers. You got questions, I have answers. So what
Okay,
I
let's
would
go.
do, you got two options. You could take a shower.
No,
Or
don't want to do
B.
that because I like it raw.
So I'm going to put my face into the pillow and I will bend over and you can go from there, because what we's not going to do is have me smell anything. I'm very sensitive to smells and stuff like that. So if you are really into that and that's your thing, I probably wouldn't get along with someone that would be their thing, because I'm very sensitive, very, very, very sensitive to smells. But if for some reason I decided that I really like this person enough to make it work, then the only option would be, bent over, face it to a pillow. I don't get to smell anything, because what we're not doing is putting my face anywhere near anything that has not been washed up yet at all.
Okay.
I refuse.
All right.
There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
But I like your compromise, though. So you would say, okay, if you don't want to shower, I'm going to put my head in the pillow and just go from behind.
Yes.
Okay, that was a good compromise. All right, Miss T, come on with it. What would you do? I want to get everyone's opinion on this one. Come on, girlfriend. Oh, Lord, she's thinking.
Y'all know I work in the gym, right?
Yes, that's what I want to know. With some
Y'all
fun.
know I used to do BJJ, and I used to roll with some sweaters.
What's a BBJ?
BJJ, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh, okay.
I was like, no, not that. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Like, is that a big?
No, ma'am.
Oh my God. I
kind of was trying to work that out in my mind too, but you kind of just materialized that for me.
I was a little worried, like, what is that? All right.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, long time ago, I used to do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but that was at my old gym. My current gym I work at, I teach yoga. There's a lot of caveats, because as you were saying it, I was thinking in my head, I'm like, okay, he might be a sweater. Does he drink a lot of water? Because if he drinks a lot of water, that means he's not gonna smell bad. That's passable. Maybe I can seduce him into the shower. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But if he smells bad, then I'm gonna have to attack him with a wet rag and some Dawn dish soap. And we're just gonna have to make it like some kind of foreplay, like, oh, you want this? Well, I got this. I got a wash rag. How we gonna flip this to make it work for the both of us? Because goodness, you might want to get some, and I might want to get some too. But I'm not about to slip and slide in your own bodily funk, my guy.
Slip and slide in your own bodily
and it's going to
funk.
be a slip and slide if he's sweaty. He just came from the gym. You don't dry off immediately, unless you got that kind of gym that has dry humidity or whatever. But most gyms are hot and sweaty and nasty, and everything smells funky. I don't want you to carry your funk onto me, especially if I just worked out, because I got my own funk to deal with. I don't want to mix funks. It's not a good deal. I got you,
girlfriend. I got you. Okay. You're gonna make it a little bit of the foreplay. All right.
I'm just gonna tackle him into the shower.
All right.
Tackle him into the shower. That's how we're gonna have to do it. It's just gonna have to be sexy time in the shower. We just gonna be slipping and sliding and getting the funk off of the both of us at the same time.
Got you, Miss T. Treese, what about you? What would you do in this instance? Oh, Lord.
Okay. Luckily, I'm with people, and I kind of like gym funk, but the people I'm with are clean eaters and drink at least a gallon of water a day.
That's important.
They do not smell like stink. When it is them, it smells like pheromone. That's what it smells like. It smells like them. And I don't like it everywhere. I like to smell right here. I was with one person that stunk like garlic when they worked out, and they liked to get fresh after. And no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't even compromise on that, because if I compromise on that, then I'm going to compromise on something even grosser. No. I'm not going to do it, because here's what I'll say. If I compromise on that, you're eating my cake like it's my 16th birthday, and I'm not clean. How does that make you feel?
Some people get down like that, though. Some dudes get down like that. They absolutely love it.
Some dudes do get down like that, but most don't, and they will have the prereq, please clean. So return the favor.
There you go. All right. So when that email came in, y'all heard the answers. We got 3 different answers. Y'all can pick one of the 3. I like them all. Each one of them will work for me as well. I got no new info on that. I'm old. I'm just going to be honest and say you need to take a shower because I just don't do that. But that's just me. Hey, I'm not willing to even put my head in a pillow. But
I just want to know how long she been willing to let this slide.
For a long time, apparently.
Because
they've been together for over a year.
With some guys, once they get okay with doing one thing, they're not going back from that. So I feel like she just worked her way into an unworkable situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep.
She should have said something from the beginning. So, Dr. Val, we did not get your opinion. However, it is time for us to go to break. So we may have to come back to this and see what Dr. Val says.
Let's do it.
I kind of want to know what she has to say about this. So do not turn your dial. Come back just in a few moments, grab your snacks, grab your drink, and we're going to find out what Dr. Val has to say about this when we return to Brown Sugar Confessions.
And welcome back to Brown Sugar Confessions. We just want to say thank you to our live listeners. Thank you for joining us tonight. We love you. We want to thank everyone that tunes in to watch this later. If you want to follow us, of course, you can follow us on YouTube. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and there are shenanigans on TikTok. But for that, you specifically have to go to Dr. Val's TikTok, where it is on and popping with a capital P. Get over there. Get over there. If you want to just listen to us, you are more than welcome to jog on over to our Spotify, and we are at Brown Sugar Confessions, and you can listen to our whole catalog. We are there. This is such an amazing experience. This is our first time doing live, and first of many. Absolutely. And we're thrilled and overjoyed to be doing this. We want you to know that if you want to confess and join us, you can reach us at brownsugarconfessions@gmail.com. Again, that is brownsugarconfessions@gmail.com. Now, if you are in need of an ear and helpful guidance, free of judgment, full of wisdom, and willing to really go the depth with you and take you through the gamut of what is going on, you need to reach out to Dr. Val. I can honestly say she has helped my relationship. It's a complete 180. I am a super happy camper over here because we listened to her advice, we followed it, and it grew into what we're doing now. And I couldn't be more in love and I couldn't be more happy. So if you have questions, please write Dr. Val at Valerie@SwanCenter.com. That's Valerie@SwanCenter.com. Now get your pen ready because I'm going to spell it for you once. It's VALERIE at SWANNCENTER.com. Don't make fun of my accent.
We are not making fun of your accent.
But we're going to get back into it. Doc Val, you did not tell us what you think about the Funky Jim debacle.
Oh, the Funky Jim debacle. Yeah. So, first of all, just from the, let me put my doc hat on for a second. Let me put that on. Let me switch.
We're talking to the doctor now. We're not talking to.
Yes, we are. No, you're just talking to the doctor right now.
Doc Val.
So what I would suggest that you do is be honest with your partner from the beginning and tell them that you do not enjoy sexual intercourse when they are not fresh, that you do not enjoy must. Now, you can then design some type of not ritual, but ritual play around getting him clean so that you can enjoy him, such as I think Miss T said, make a little game out of it. Okay, that works. I was trying to be very doctorly. Okay. I was trying to be professional. Yes, to wash him, whatever, make a little game around it. But that's what you should do from the beginning, because if you start the accepting of that behavior and they have been expecting you to partake in that, and then all of a sudden you have the breaks, then that is when you have problems in the relationship bed. So do yourself and your partner a favor in the beginning. Quit taking one for the team. Quit trying to make he or she happy. You must be authentic and be yourself so that you don't have these situationships that now you are repelled. Is that the right word? I'm not really. I want to use repulsed.
Resent?
Okay, it's coming back.
Repulsed.
Yeah, repulsed. Yes, that's it. That's it. By the scent of his musky, bodily parts.
After gym
yes,
glow.
After
God
gym
forbid
glow.
if he's a gym bro and he just takes like protein powder all the time too. That will make you stink.
Oh,
That'll
and a
make
lot
you
of them
stink
do. The
bad.
bigger they are, the more powder they take.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. The bigger
Yeah.
they are, the more protein powder they're ingesting. So yeah, that could be like a disaster. So you just gotta be honest, because then you get them all psyched up and they're like, well, this is what happens. She used to, or he used to. That's when you started. You're setting yourself up for failure. Then you got to be honest. Once you get that ring on, or once you guys are further relationship, and you're like, breaks. That's when you got problems. Now, being old crazy Val, I'm going to say, I am too old for taking your funk. Period. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to put my head in a pillow. You need to get up in the shower and handle your business. I'm not about to wash it unless you're sick. No, you need to go handle your business. That's
You're
it.
not. Wait.
You're a grown man.
Didn't you just say you were washing feet like a couple of weeks ago?
I did though. That's a foot.
About
Yeah, that's a foot. That is not the funky
wash?
man part. I am not washing the funky man part from Jim. No. But I will wash his feet though. No, my husband's feet ain't that funky because I take care of my husband's feet. But I'm just saying, I'm not washing that for down there unless he's sick. He's a grown man. His mama should have taught him how to bathe. I'm not doing that. Now we will shower together. That's a different story. No, we wash together, but I'm not. No, I'm not gonna make a ritual out of it.
We wash.
What?
I mean,
no,
is it part of the scene?
What?
Like, you know, be like, hey, honey, I came home from the gym. Will you wash me? Just like that.
Maybe that's what you're going to do, Miss T. But I'm not going to do that. All right, straight up. I'm just not. You need to go handle that funk on your own. I don't need to be involved. That's just me. I'm set in my ways when it comes to something like that. To each his own. But I'm not going to set up the precedent of, I'm going to wash you because, I want to play. Nope. You need to go wash yourself. That's this girl crazy Val talking now. So I gave y'all 2 spins on it. So y'all need to write us at Brown Sugar and tell us how you going to handle that situation, because we're all over the map from, we're all over the place with that. So y'all write us at Brown Sugar Confessions and let us know how you handle your partner coming home from the gym. And I want to hear from those in the LGBTQ plus community. I got my initials all messed up there. Sorry about that. But I want to hear, what you guys have to say as well, because I wonder, does gender matter on that one? I'm just curious. wondering.
I feel like that's going to be all over the map. But I had a randomly
know.
weird thought. Like,
What's
what
that?
if that was the scenario to the show? Sex put me in the ER.
What do you mean?
Like, the whole situation. Like, I
Yeah.
had sex with my partner when they just came back from the gym. Next thing you know, I'm huddled over and they got to call the ambulance. What happened? Well, you see, what happened was, and now they got to figure out. Got to figure out what's wrong.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I wonder. I'm slightly curious myself. I don't know.
Radio Land,
Anyway.
if this has happened to you, please write us at brownsugarconfessions.com.
We want to know, is your junk so large that you get a stiff eggplant and then you end up in the ER? We really want to know that story.
Yeah.
So please email me personally. I will give you
us up.
Yes, I will give you my personal number so we can have an interview, because that is amazing. That's all I want to say.
It's amazing till you need to get a stent put in your heart.
Right.
No,
it's
that
all
is
fun and
true.
games
That
until.
But that is a story, though. Y'all got to admit, that story for the grandkids. Anyway.
One Red Bull and it's over for you.
Oh, God forbid if they get a Red Bull. Then they add attention and they just falling out, waking back up, falling out, waking back up.
Ooh,
Wake up
Lord,
2 weeks
Lord,
later, like, what happened?
Still at attention.
Still at attention. Guys, did y'all see the new cover of March Vogue magazine?
I haven't seen it yet. What's it look like?
So, our lovely lady who just performed last week the other week at the Super Bowl, Rihanna.
What, Our Lady of Hotness?
Rihanna. My God.
Oh my God. Yes, Our Lady of Hotness. I mean, that's really all you need to know about that. But she's also there with her, with as soon as possible, Rocky husband or boyfriend. I'm not sure, because some people say that they are married now. That's like part of the interview. And her child, and it's quite interesting because they're walking along on the beach. She's looking as fabulous as ever. I mean, I almost forget the kid and the man's in the background, because all you see is leg, and you're just like, leg
and eyes.
Leg and eyes and hair.
Leg and eyes. As soon as possible, Rocky is walking behind her with the child. Everyone's upset. Have y'all heard any of all of this? People are upset.
What?
Like, mad. I mean, this is like social media. What are you mad about this week? This past week, everyone was mad because she was leading. She's leading the man. The man is in the back. I guess, I don't know. I haven't heard anyone use the big F word, the big feminist word, but I think that's kind of what they're hinting at.
Pause. Time out. They're worried about her leading. It's Vogue magazine, not GQ, not Men's Health.
No.
Vogue, a fashion magazine. Yes. They're worried about her leading on a fashion magazine, considering she's worth how many $1 billion?
1.4, 1.8 billion, something like that.
More than as soon as possible.
And they're concerned about her leading. Her net worth by herself is $1+ billion on a fashion magazine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. The math ain't mathing, y'all.
So this is what I've heard. I've heard a lot of men say, one, they are talking about how as soon as possible is holding the baby. They're calling him weak for that. They're saying that he's in the back, so he's not more important. And I read these things because I didn't want to understand. I really didn't care. But what I understood it as is, and then they were also saying like, oh, look, Rihanna's not married and she has 2 kids. She's just like y'all. And what I had to say about that is, you're worried about somebody you will never be in the same room with.
Right.
You're mad. Yeah. You're mad because she is living her life. And 2, this shoot was contracted for Rihanna, not them. She brought them along as like, look, you'll get the first look at what we look like. So be blessed that we got that.
Right.
2, like, what is the real issue here? The real issue is that, because nobody is saying this about Kim Kardashian. Nobody's saying this about Khloe Kardashian. Nobody's saying anything about or she's not even a Kardashian. She's a Jenner. She's married to, or not even married to, she's seeing whoever had those concerts and people died at those concerts, allegedly. And she has 2 kids, but she's not married. So what is the real problem? Is the problem that she's unattainable for you?
That's the real problem.
Good.
That's
Stay
my
mad.
thing is like, oh, boy, look happy. If I'm thinking
Exactly.
about it,
They
pull
are
up that picture because now that I'm
beautiful
thinking about it, I did see it.
couple.
And
And
boy,
that
look
baby's-
happy. The
he looks
baby
very
Did you see him
happy.
at
What
the?
is the problem?
Did you see
Did
him
you
at the
see?
Super Bowl?
Yes.
Yeah, doing
He was
that
like
pictures and
this.
everything. That's
He was
that's the kind of man that
clapping.
most women want.
Yes, we
They want
do.
somebody
And
supportive.
so what does that mean? What does that mean when we say we want a supportive man? Does that mean, what if, I want to give you a scenario. What if you're a businesswoman and you're making buku money like Rihanna
Mm-hmm.
and you have children, young kids, maybe 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, whatever, you have some kids home.
Oh no, that's too much.
Oh, yeah, it could, okay,
Five?
there's the 3, 4 kids, whatever. You got some kids at home. And your husband, and you talk, and you decide as a man that you're the stay-at-home dad. You're taking care of the kids while she goes out and makes the money. What do you think of that scenario?
I mean, I'm here for it. They got a whole anime on Netflix about it.
I'm here. I agree with you.
Yeah.
You know, I agree with you. I think it's nothing wrong. Some men are absolutely better at parenting than some females are. Let's be honest. And we need to quit pigeonholing and genderfying what roles they should take in the house. We don't want to be stereotyped into a role. And sometimes men, I'm speaking gender, anatomy, I'm saying anatomy. Sometimes a man may be better suited to be the at-home provider than the female partner. And we should stop that. I think it's really, in today's age, come on now. We need to really stop it. Whatever you create in your house for you and your family, where your family is flourishing, let it be. And quit pigeonholing people into what you think the stereotype should be.
All I want to say is, if
think?
you're going to have that kind of stereotype and you're going to complain that about people, or they'll say for the fellas, the average eggplant holders, if you're going to have that kind of fuss, I don't feel like you should be able to have that kind of fuss if you're not providing that example.
Mm-hmm.
You have to show the example. And if you're not providing that example, then why are you fussing? You're just fussing because you're mad you're not in ASAP Rocky's position. Because let's be real, he is the father of her child. And is she pregnant again? Like, is it official?
Yes. Yeah, she is.
It's official, yeah.
Twice. All you got to do is just stay in good grace. Do your job. And you're okay. That man is set for life so long as he takes care of what he's supposed to take care of.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's doing what he wants to do to support his partner. Whatever they have created in their family is between them. And I totally think that we need to get away from genderfying what kind of role a man and woman should take in the household. Because I know plenty of men that make wonderful, primary caregivers for their children. And I know plenty of men that don't make wonderful caregivers. I know plenty of women that suck at it and plenty of women that don't. We just need to stop it and let people create whatever they want to create to be healthy and happy in their household. I think we should go on past that. But I do have a scenario for you guys. I want you guys to help me with. Okay. Oh, I just had a brain fart. I just lost it. Where'd it go?
Wait, no, bring that.
I
fart
did.
back.
I just lost it. I had a thought. Oh my God, is that early onset, like dementia or something? Where's my thought process? I just lost it. It'll come back. I got to write stuff down, y'all. Let me go get a piece of pen and a piece of paper and write something down. Don't laugh at me. I know y'all not laughing at me over here, but I totally lost what I was going to say right on the air. It went out of my head like a bird.
Wait. Let's try to track it back. Okay, so we were talking about.
I don't know. Go somewhere else. It'll come back. I don't know, Miss T. I don't know where I was going, but go, somebody, go. My God.
Okay, so I have a question, and for our listeners, I really want you to chime in.
Okay.
So there was a woman, it was her wedding day, and she's not my friend. She's a friend of a friend, but I know her in passing.
Okay.
It was her wedding day. She is like getting dressed and getting her makeup done, and her fiance texts her and is like, "Hey, I need to talk to you." And I need to see you. And she's just like, "No, it's the wedding day. You're not going to see me." And he's like, he's very abrupt with his conversation, is like, "No, I need to see you now." So she throws on some clothes, goes to see him. She invites her sister-in-law, soon to be sister-in-law, with her. And they're going to this room and they're all excited, and they get to the door. She knocks on the door and her fiance opens up the door, and he tells her, "Hey, I cheated on you last night. I know what you did at your bachelor party, so I did this." And the soon to be wife is like, "What are you talking about? Like, I'd never cheated on you. I've never done anything." And the sister-in-law was like, "There was no men at the bachelorette party. There was no one there. What are you talking about?" Meanwhile, I should have prefaced this by saying that the soon to be bride has severe anxiety and has the attacks as well. So she started feeling the onset of the panic attack coming on.
Mhm.
And she was like, he looked at me disgusted. Like, he was disgusted with me. Like, he didn't even want me to touch him. And she was like, I was begging him, like pleading with him, like, "Please listen to me. I love you." And she goes, "I will never forget. He picked my hand up off of him and threw my hand off of him." And he goes, "Well, I have pictures of what you did." And while him and the soon to be wife are arguing, the sister-in-law is calling the bride's brother to come up the stairs. The poor bride is having a panic attack. Like, it starts going white. She almost passes out at that point, but not really. And the fiance is like, "It's over. I never wanted to be with you." Blah. It just goes off. The bride passes out. They have to cancel the wedding. The bride is at the ER in the hospital for 3 days. 3 days. When she wakes up, her mother, father, and sister-in-law are sitting there. Her brother comes in and says, "It was just a prank. We're so sorry."
Oh.
Oh, I'm fighting everybody.
Oh no, that's
Everybody.
horrible.
Everyone's
Fighting
Nobody knew about it.
everybody.
Nobody knew except for the groom and the brother. They thought it would be funny. They put this woman in the hospital for 3 days. She's like, "I can't even look at them. I
Oh,
can't
I'm
look
fighting
at them."
everybody. Everybody is getting it. These hands are rated E for everyone.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. No,
She
to me, that's
moved,
definitely,
right?
absolutely not.
And,
Absolutely
the
not.
doctor came in and was like, "Have you ever had panic attacks like this?" And she's just like, "No, I've never had a panic attack." And they tested her for like a heart attack. That's what they thought it was.
Oh, wow.
They thought she had a heart attack.
Oh, my
And
God.
it was
Wow.
a panic attack. And now she's on serious medication. She refuses to see her brother. She refuses to see her fiance.
Ex-fiance.
Well, she did
Mhm.
give him back the ring in the hospital. She was like, "I can't talk to you right now." He was crying, and they had it on video. They had it on video. They
Oh, so
video
he gets to
recorded it.
remember how he screwed up her life and his.
And she was just like, "Just tell him to delete the video. Make sure it's deleted. I don't want this to get out." When he came to see her at the hospital, she gave him the ring back, and she's in therapy right now. She's not sure if she wants to stay with the fiance or not. And she asked me and my friend, she's like, "What would y'all do?" And I was like, "I'm blasting.
Right.
I'm blasting." Me and Shelly coming in hard. My papa's coming in from the ethers. I'm sorry, you don't get to play with people like that.
No, that's not
No,
right at all.
that's not a
No.
prank. No.
No, I'm reading one of, we've got a listener from Corone is on here with us, and I'm reading some of this. She's got, I'm not sure he or she, but Corone says, oh, hell no, I'd be catching charges. As someone with diagnosed anxiety and panic disorders, I wouldn't be in control at the moment. If I'm going to the hospital, he's going with me.
Yeah.
She's like,
Yeah.
so she
Yeah.
puts on there, catch me outside, or catch me outside. Corone, thank you for listening, girl. She said, this has got her heated. This has to be heated.
Corone
thank you
felt
for
that
all you-
in her soul.
Yeah,
I feel that with you, Corone.
I absolutely feel that.
I think for me, what did it to me the most is that this person does not like jokes like that and doesn't like surprises. And you have been with this person for 5 years and they suffer from anxiety.
known better.
Why would you think this would be the day of all days to do something like this? And then you, as my brother, jumping in on this, like,
Just
it disgusted me. I felt so. I cried at lunch. I was tearing up and crying. And she's like, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, boo, I'm not going to tell you to fight nobody or nothing like that, but you're going to need to take your time with this.
Yeah, that's a rough one. That's not even right what happened. Not even right.
That hurt me in my
glad
heart.
she got
It still
that
hurts me.
advice
Like,
from
I'm
you.
tearing up now.
I'm glad
Yeah,
she got that
so-
advice from a sound person.
Absolutely.
No, because everything in me was like, fight them. Like, but at that point I had to be mature, right? And be like, I really can't tell you what to do because I know what I would do. I would throw a cat right at your face.
I'm
And
fighting.
then I'm fighting.
I'm suing my brother.
But it's horrible.
I'm suing
It's
my
horrible.
ex-fiance. Y'all paying for my therapy. Y'all paying for this goddamn hospital bill.
Everything.
Yeah, the hospital
Paying for that
3
wedding that had to be
days.
canceled. You
All
paying for
of
my
that.
bachelorette party.
That's
The
not even
embarrassment.
funny. That's just mean. It's just mean. That's no other way
Yeah.
to
It's
put it.
cruel.
It's just mean.
I think
It
I
is.
was like, that is cruel.
It is really cruel to do that to somebody. Y'all know what? I hate to say this, but we're out of time.
Oh,
I've had
We just got
so
started.
much fun. I know, right? I had so much fun. I think Katie mentioned earlier, like, this is our first time, like, I think Latrice or Katie, I'm not sure who did, live streaming this show. We're going to do this every week, guys, because this was a lot of fun having comments from you guys listening in that aren't listening to the radio but want to do it on live streaming. This has been great. We're going to do this every single time. So make sure that you guys do this. Go to YouTube, like, follow, subscribe. You're going to get the invites to come to the show. We might bring you on the show. We're going to read off what's happening, just like we did with Corone, who's making some comments in there. So make sure that you guys like, follow, and just subscribe to us. If you have any questions about relationships, sexual concerns, email me at Valerie@swancenter.com. And if you want to be on Brown Sugar Confessions, if you want to confess, email us at brownsugarconfessions@gmail.com. And you know what we say to all of you by now? To always stay safe and play safe. Bye-bye for now. Thanks for listening to another episode of Brown Sugar Confessions on Power 1017. Go to our Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram page at Brown Sugar Confessions to like, share, and follow. Stay safe and play safe. We'll see you next week. Bye for now.